Welcome to all new edition of The Take. I'm your host, as always, Kendrick here on the final take of 2019. This is Thursday, December 17th, Thursday, December 19th, 2019. Man, what a roller coaster we have been through to take. The first things first, join in the conversation using the hashtag Take here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is king. Tell a friend, call a friend, subscribe. As this is the final take of 2019. Thank you all once again for watching the take throughout 2019 from season 2 now to season 3. And now we're preparing for season, January coming up. And the take will return on Thursday, January 9th, 2020. Yeah, 2020. So wow, we got a 2-week break. So let's get to the big story. The big story this week is, all right, many of you know that this impeachment with Donald Trump, whereas the Democrats continue, the House Democrats, continue to play House of Cards with Donald Trump over impeachment. Let's take a look right now.
Today, President Trump firing off a 6-page letter to House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, saying the Democrats are waging a partisan impeachment crusade. The president writing he penned the letter for the purpose of history and to put my thoughts on a permanent and indelible record. Speaker Pelosi just calling the letter moments ago really sick. And tonight, even as the House vote grows near, the Senate is already preparing for the trial that would come next in the Senate. ABC's Mary Bruce leading us off tonight from the Hill.
On the eve of his impeachment, President Trump incensed, lashing out with fury and frustration.
And Mr. President, do you take any responsibility for the fact that you're about to be impeached?
No, I don't take any, zero, to put it mildly.
The president ranting tonight in a scathing 6-page letter to Nancy Pelosi. Dear Madam Speaker, Trump starts, I write to express my strongest and most powerful protest against the partisan impeachment crusade. He accuses Pelosi and the Democrats of declaring open war on American democracy. You are the ones bringing pain and suffering to our republic for your own selfish, personal, political, and partisan gain, he writes. The president calls the charge he abused his power a completely disingenuous, meritless, and baseless invention of your imagination. And he even takes issue with the fact that Pelosi often says she prays for him.
I was raised in a way that is a heart full of love, and always prayed for the president. And I still pray for the president. I pray for the president all the time.
You are offending Americans of faith by continually saying, I pray for the president, Trump writes, when you know this statement is not true unless it is meant in a negative sense. And Trump warns Democrats will pay in 2020, saying voters will not soon forgive your perversion of justice and abuse of power. With the House set to impeach tomorrow, tonight the fight over a trial in the Senate is well underway. Today, Senate Republican leader Mitch McConnell rejected the Democrats' request to call 4 witnesses the White House has blocked, including acting Chief of Staff Mick Mulvaney and former National Security Advisor John Bolton.
The House chose this road. It's their duty to investigate. If they fail, they fail.
I listened to the leader's speech. I did not hear a single sentence, a single argument as to why the witnesses I suggested should not give testimony. What is Leader McConnell afraid of? What is President Trump afraid of? The truth?
McConnell called the House investigation slapdash and is promising to work in total coordination with the White House.
I'm not an impartial juror.
But McConnell still refuses to say if he approves of the president's actions.
Do you believe that the president acted completely appropriately when he asked Ukraine to investigate his rivals?
All of those issues will be argued here in the Senate in the coming days, and my assumption still is that we'll turn to this after the first.
All right, you see right there, the impeachment processes, the articles of impeachment for President Donald J. Trump as he looks ahead for an election year for, in November for 2020. But I guess the Democrats trying to get a head start by impeaching him. But you got to think about, too, the Senate House the Senate is controlled by the Republicans, so they're going to try to block it as much as they can in order for impeachment to be really begin. But hey, to each his own. What Christmas in Washington is going to be for Mr. Trump this Christmas. Really interesting. All right, in celebrity news, P. Diddy celebrates his birthday bash like he does like a P. Diddy party. And the folks at Dick's Nation got you covered with this.
Birthday bash, and star-studded doesn't even begin to describe it. Even though his birthday was in November, the party was on Saturday, and let me tell you, honey, it was a major event.
Yes,
Naomi Campbell, Snoop Dogg, Taraji P. Henson, all of these people attended. Mary J. Blige, Lil' Kim, and Usher performed at the party, and there was a strong Kurt Jenner presence as well, with Kim, Khloe, and Kylie showing up. And Kim and Kylie even risked their run-ins with their exes because Ray J and Tiger was also at the party.
Nice.
But the biggest surprise may have been the reunion of Jay-Z and Kanye West.
Yeah,
Of course, Jay-Z was with Beyonce and Kanye was with Kim, but the two men have been feuding in recent years, so it was very surprising when they posed with Diddy and Pharrell for some awkward photos. They even shook hands, but is the beef over or was it just for the cameras?
I feel like Jay-Z probably is like, I'll say hello to the dude.
Right.
I'll even, dap him up because that's what you do. But I don't want to be in no damn picture because I'm the same way. I cannot like you and I can even speak, but I don't necessarily want to be photographed with you.
And they both have the worst poker faces in hip hop. Like if Jay-Z ain't rocking with what you doing, you gonna definitely be able to tell. The same thing with Kanye West.
But do you think these people do like what I would do at a party like this if I got to show face and I got to go? Like you go, you have a drink, and then you head out. You're like, oh, we're gonna go, but I'm only having one drink, and then we're leaving.
It's Diddy's party. I think you stay the whole night.
You stay the whole night.
Absolutely. I would
And
stay
it's
the
enough
whole
people
night.
you don't got to run into who
That's
you don't
true.
want to see,
Right.
And if you do, you just walk by him like Jay-Z's face.
So who orchestrated the? You wanted the four of you get together. Go ahead, get in. Let's get a picture because they probably did not want to do that.
Probably Taraji. You can't say no.
No, you can't say no to her.
All right, let's get a picture.
Taraji wants a picture.
Have somebody equally nice like Loretta Devine. Like, she can ask you to do anything.
For real.
You do it.
Well, if
It didn't stop there. As Diddy had his birthday party continue on the Wendy Williams show, she gave her insights on this whole Diddy birthday party bash. Take a look.
Happy 50th birthday. People like you, I don't really understand. His actual birthday was November 4th. Why do you have to drag it out? Like we already know you're the king of everything and your sparkly jacket and stuff. Well, all right, so this is 4 months after, 1 month after his actual birthday, November 4th. Mary performed, Dougie Fresh performed, Little Kim performed, Usher performed. This was at his mansion, correct? That's the dress that I had.
Yeah,
like
right.
Something or another that I was like, okay. Jay-Z and Beyonce were there. Kim and Kanye were also there. Jay-Z and Kanye appeared to bury the hatchet. Puff posed with a picture with Jay-Z and Kanye and Pharrell. And people are saying Jay-Z doesn't look happy. Excuse me, Pharrell is not even in the picture. Kanye is off to the left as usual. And Puff is Puff because he knows how to strike a pose. Anyway, the video from the party went viral. It shows Jay-Z ripping a phone out of a man's hand because he was trying to take a picture of Beyonce dancing, having a good time. I'm shocked. Like I am shocked at that level of the game that people are even doing corny mess like that, pulling out a phone.
All right, you saw that Wendy Williams gave her take on the Diddy extravaganza birthday bash, but Diddy was born in November. Why didn't he do a birthday bash last month, but he wanted to do it this month? I don't know. It's kind of weird and coincidental that people saying Diddy did it because of Kim Porter and his daughter's birthday. So it's kind of weird as itself. So he did it being Diddy. But you see all these celebrities, Beyonce, a name or who's who of Hollywood was there. Man, How could you fit all those celebrities in one room? Diddy can. All right. On talk shows this week. On The View, things get a little bit heated and verbally downright ugly, as it could have been physical, with Whoopi Goldberg and Meghan McCain with this.
We're gonna girl, please stop talking. Please stop talking right now. Because you know what?
No
What's
problem.
happening? Thank
No,
you.
no problem.
Thank you.
I won't talk the rest of the show. No problem.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
Wow. Real heated, real nasty, real, I guess, naughty and nice, since it's the holiday season. But both women try to dismiss the claim with this.
Here's what's happening now. We're gonna keep, girl,
Like-
please stop talking. Please stop talking right now. Because you know what?
No
What's
problem.
happening? Thank
No
you.
problem.
Yep, you heard that right. Whoopi Goldberg just told Meghan McCain to lock it up. Live on The View.
I won't talk the rest of the show. No problem.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
Things got heated on Monday's episode of The Daily Talk Show, while the ladies discussed politics, of course, including the articles of impeachment brought against President Donald Trump. Whoopi felt Meghan was talking over the other women to make her voice heard.
All the bad stuff is always me. I'm the bad kid.
Meghan was chiming in to explain that while the president's ethics may have been questionable, impeachment could be a disaster.
My job here is not to litigate the ethics of it. I'm an ABC political analyst along with being a View co-host. My job is to analyze the politics of it. And I'm telling you,
But
the
I'm not
politics
talking about
of this,
you. I'm talking
but
about
I'm
the
telling you,
people
my
that
job
are
here.
the senators
Just let me
that
finish.
are
I let
in
you
the-
talk. Let me
in the
finish.
Senate.
While Whoopi leans to the left, Meghan is the daughter of the late U.S. Senator John McCain and comes from a conservative Republican background.
Like
You
anything, I'm
are.
trying
You are
to show a
talking
conservative
over.
perspective.
Yes, we understand
No, I'm letting
that.
somebody talk,
but
and then
you are. But what you're doing.
No, I'm not
Is
doing-
you're.
so I-
We're not doing anything. How about this? Former FBI. We'll be right back.
After the argument erupted, the show went straight to commercial break. And when they returned, there was no mention of the previous disagreement.
The show's really unpredictable. And some days are really smooth and some days are Janine Pirro. It just depends on what the day is. I mean, I think that's why people like the show is they know it's not scripted and they know we're not being phony, and I'm not trying to placate to an audience, and we're also not, I've watched other shows that we compete with and we don't shy away from controversy and really hard topics.
But Meghan did not look happy, and she did not speak.
Welcome back. Tis the season for the Hallmark Channel to show 10,000 Christmas movies.
Now, while it might have been uncomfortable to watch, this is just another day at the office for the View ladies. They told ET earlier this year they're able to shake off the fights and heated moments after the cameras stop rolling.
Are you able to shake it off after a show? Yeah, I mean, we all have lives.
Right,
Obviously,
you go.
Abby has 3 babies, and we all have other projects and things going on. I actually forget about it. Other people remind me of fights, and I'm like, oh, you remember that one happening?
Sure.
So, I let it roll off pretty easy.
When you come back season after season, what is your thought process going into keeping the table peaceful, making marks?
I don't give that any thought
You
at
don't?
all. No,
You seem
because
so chill.
I am chill. This is actually who I am. I try not to stress out. I try not to, and I deal with stuff as it happens.
We actually get along the best because we always want to watch news after and still talk about it.
Yeah, that's true. I think we're always ready. These are really tumultuous times, and I think that's why you see the tumult at the table, because we're talking about the stuff that everyone is talking about, and these aren't the times to sort of dance around the issues. We've got to hit them head on.
It's like they said, the spirit of female competition, where one woman's supposed to get her say, and another one's supposed to do like a lady usmanship, like who's gonna say what, and who's gonna say who. But I guess Whoopi and Meghan are cool now for right now until the next season, to next January, till things blow up again. Blow off. All right. Meanwhile, reality star Kim Kardashian visited the Ellen show and partake in the festivities with Ellen on her daughter's Photoshop on the Christmas card. Take a look.
because she wanted her specific hairstyle, whatever. So the next day, I said, fine, you're not going to be in the card. That's the decision. You're not going to be in the card. I'm just going to take the family card without you. And she was fine with that. The next day, she woke up and was like, Mommy, I really want to do a card. Thank God the photographer was still in town. So she said, I just want a photo shoot with just you. So I said, perfect. I called the photographer, had her come over. And I said, I have no makeup on now. I look totally different. And I said, let's just shoot us, but cut me out and you'll Photoshop her in. And it looks like a beautiful card.
Yes. She's Photoshopped into that card?
Absolutely.
She wasn't sitting on Kanye's lap?
No, that's Chicago. North is...
Oh, sorry.
I don't know if that...
I can't keep up with the Kardashians. Okay, so
North is right across from me.
Right.
The oldest. And I would have rather done it this way than the anxiety of what I went through of trying to get... I mean, Chicago has a cookie in her hand. I was really holding some there. Saint was really there. The rest of us were there. But North...
Right.
It was a lot.
She's in. She's there now.
There's always one.
But to teach her a lesson, I would have just left her out. That's what
Yeah, Kim saying the reason was North wasn't feeling diva-ish by herself. And so they just inserted her onto the card. So you wouldn't even tell North was there, but that's a lot of things about the Kardashians. They like to do things Photoshop, if you know what I mean. Photoshop, indeed. Indeed on that token. And finally, the crew at Dish Nation wonders why Lamar Odom, who is extremely with the Kardashians back in the when he was married to Khloe, and they met by a month, but now things so. Well, Lamar is saving himself for marriage after having a reputation of being a ladies' man, and the Dish Nation crew wonder what's this whole new spiritual reckoning for Lamar. Watch this.
This is the first time in Lamar's entire life that he has been clean of drugs, marijuana, porn addiction, sex addiction. Him and I don't even have sex, believe that or not. And now she explained that Lamar has been saved and that the couple's religion has a lot to do with the decision to wait. She also continued, and I also explained to Lamar how it honors your woman when you don't touch her, and when you wait, God repays you for that.
What did he repay? Because I waited for 2 years and I was in divorce court for the longest.
Wrong one.
Yeah, because I was celibate for 2 years.
Were you?
I sure
Really?
was.
Wow.
The marriage didn't last, but I was celibate.
Really?
And so did you wait until you got married to have sex?
Waited till I got married to have sex.
What about
Was
you,
it
Frankie?
worth it?
No.
Frank's been married
but
twice.
it's good.
Lamar Odom trying to get his stuff together, his life together, but you know, him being a dude, him doing what he did, if he can do it to Khloe and how pretty she was, they used to call Khloe the ugly Kardashian, and Khloe manifested herself, and now he's marrying this lady. Maybe this lady got something that we don't know. She got something on him. So let's make him stop cheating. But you know how that go. All right. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more takes. Stay tuned. I'm your host as always, Kenny Dix here. Glad you can join us here on this Thursday, December 19th, 2019, here on Connect. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Take here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe, because subscribing is caring, and we care about you here on the Take. And don't forget, this is the final take of 2019. We're going to take our 2-week break, but the take will return on Thursday, January 9th, 2020. Bigger, being the take as we as the pop culture show or the entertainment moments of the week. All right, let's get to the political rundown. On the political rundown this week, no politics this week. We talked about that on the big story with Trump and his impeachment. But the Hallmark channel, this is like political game right here. It's caught on fire by a conservative group as they want to boycott and ban one of Hallmark's to pull a ad that features a gay couple. Watch this.
Growing calls to boycott Hallmark Channel this holiday season.
We're here to help you have the best Christmas ever.
After the network pulled this ad featuring a same-sex couple kissing on their wedding day.
We do.
A conservative group, 1 Million Moms, took issue with the ad campaign, and more than 40,000 people signed this petition, telling Hallmark the ad did not align with the network's, quote, family-friendly content. Hallmark's move prompting social media backlash. Ellen DeGeneres tweeting, "Isn't it almost 2020? What are you thinking?" And presidential candidate Mayor Pete Buttigieg, who is openly gay, saying, "Being family-friendly means honoring love, not censoring difference." The company behind the ad, Zola, a popular wedding website service, telling ABC News it had an agreement with Hallmark to air 6 commercials, including this one.
Do you think Zola could have made planning your perfect wedding easier?
Hallmark's parent company, Crown Media Family Networks, standing by their decision, saying in a statement the ads were distracting from the purpose of our network, which is to provide entertainment value.
Yes, the Hallmark media trying to get themselves out of crossfire because of conservative media, saying, hey, you can't show those gay ads on here because they saw 2 women, at a wedding kissing each other. What's next? 2 dudes, Adam and Steve. Well, hey, I look at it like this: to each his own. That's your thing. Whatever you do, it's your relationship. But one can't confine and no one can confront it. So, hey, to each his own. But, just let us know what you think out there of this whole Hallmark pulling ads to please the conservative networks and stuff. Also, on news this week, Pastor Joel Osteen is making headlines again with rapper Kanye West. Now, we know that Kanye West visited his church and they had that controversial backlash. Well, him and Kanye are supposed to join forces to have a spiritual retreat with everybody else in New York. But Good Morning America's Robin Roberts get the bottom of the story about their business relationship and how Kanye is transforming himself from a violent rapper to holier than thou. Take a look.
It just felt right to me because, I'm a believer in people, and I found him to be very genuine and just a fantastic person.
Has he asked for your advice?
He asked me for advice because this world is new to him.
That slight difference of wording, I got that from Joe.
So I just share with him just to keep God first place and keep listening to his heart.
You and Kanye are going to be at Yankee Stadium next year. Is anything you can tell us about that?
Oh, I'm excited, Robin. It's going to be, 50,000 people there in the stadium. He's bringing his couple hundred member choir, and it's going to be what we call one of our nights of hope with Kanye in the choir. It's our 3rd time back at Yankee, and it just really feels right.
You're the sign of my morning day.
I believe when you have favor, God brings the right people to you. Never dreamed in a million years Kanye West and I'd be at Lakewood together, but here we are. So you never know what God can do.
It's the holiday season. Now, for a lot of people, it's a joyful time. But for some people, it's difficult.
Yeah.
It's emotional. So what is your message this holiday season, Joel?
My message is to remember that God has you in the palm of his hand and that seasons come and seasons go. You got to know this is not permanent. It's not going to last. There are good days still up ahead. I'd encourage you to live from that place of peace, that place of faith, knowing that God, you're in control of my life. So just stir your faith up and see each day as that gift that God gave us.
2020, looking at the year ahead, and how do we come together as a nation, do you think?
I think it starts individually, Robin, one-on-one. Treat everybody like you'd want to be treated. They may not agree with you, but treat people with respect. Be good to somebody. Give a smile. I believe the respect you give others, it comes back to you. And it starts on a one-on-one basis.
God bless you. Thank you so much, Joel.
Thanks, Robin. Great being with you.
All right. Joel Osteen saying this is just Kanye trying to find himself and trying to lure himself to God, but we'll see. Kanye West is a man of controversy and is a controversial figure at least. And we'll see how far Kanye West will take this mallet up to the hand on how far he want to go. All right. On the reality show clip now, we have 2 stars from different reality shows. Let's start with the Love and Hip Hop star who stopped by The Real, and his name is Romeo, Master P's son. And he set the record straight on what's coming up this season. Watch this.
That's a situation where my pops, I learned a lot of respect from him. And I've been in situations where going back and forth in the media is something out of respect towards women I'm not really interested in doing. And that's fake news. You got to realize it's reality, right? So me, God, and that woman knows what's up. So at the end of the day, I would tell y'all this. You got to do the math. Reality TV shows a lot of editing, a lot of chopping up. And I think it's very unfortunate that you have people who watch shows, even like Game of Thrones, people want people to come together, right? Because they think they belong together. But that was just a situation where for me, out of respect, I'm not going to gossip about it. We have real life problems going on. Well, you gotta do the math. You know, people grow apart all the time. Just because you come to work doesn't mean you have to hang out with each other.
Why did y'all grow apart?
I mean, it's life. You know, I have best friends who I thought would be here with me now that we're not close anymore. So even family. So it's nothing personal. But I'm not going to use my platform to talk about something where me and that person know what it is. And
So there's something deeper there that only you two know about.
It's not deeper. It's just nothing. We just grew apart right now. I'm not going to deal with that on my platforms or TV until after we're done. You know, I don't want to get into the gossip.
You ever talk to her, or y'all get back together?
But you can't call somebody a day before and then expect to hash it out on talk on TV. So that's all it is. You know, I got.
Yeah, Romeo, oh wow, now Romeo. You would think he would want to chase Angela Simmons, but they played on the game cat and mouse. But when you think of cat and mouse, you think about them two, because Angela Simmons is the mouse and Romeo's the cat. So let's see how far this relationship goes. But more power to Romeo if he can find a win Angela Simmons. Or maybe they just playing a hoax on us. You ever thought about that? Probably playing a hoax on us. All right. On the other hand, Love and Hip Hop star Safari is becoming a father very soon. Yes, he's still with Erica Mena, that crazy nutcase. But the ladies asked how fatherhood is changing Safari, the man he once was. Take a look.
Is there anything you wish you could erase since you are now having a baby?
You know, like having a daughter, like I would hope that she wouldn't go and Google my name one day and then see a picture of my meat hanging out. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if there was something that I could take back, I didn't do it though. So that's one thing I need to know. It wasn't me, okay?
What are you talking about?
Y'all clapping for. I'm just saying, it wasn't me.
Wait. Somebody else took the picture?
No, I took it, but I really don't know how it got out.
Oh, it was leaked.
It was leaked.
Oh.
I think I got catfished or something.
Really? But you sent it to a lot of women? Or?
No, you know what? I had sent it to all right, look, you seen the movie Robo?
Are you being truthful right now?
No, hold on, look. You see the movie RoboCop, and it was like, he woke up as a new man and he didn't remember nothing from his past life.
Okay.
So it's like, when I put on this ring, everything before here and I don't remember nothing.
I got you.
All right.
Yeah, Safari is looking things differently and looking things in eyesight, but you know, that's what some dudes do. They don't pay no close attention to what they normally do, and then when they have kids and when they especially have a daughter, they look at it totally different with different visions, different lenses. But you know, they say what you did back in the day, who knows, it might happen to your daughter. But you know, to each his own on that, you know, barrel. So you have to be a little bit more careful, a little bit more receptive to things like that in that nature. So good luck to him. And him and Erica Mena, they're gonna work it out, but I don't see them lasting for long. I don't see it. All right, and finally, on the viral video of the week, a viral video surfaces of a grandma dancing and with her grandkids, and she shares She shake her tail feather for some views with this.
All of my friends, I got boss friends. We ain't really tripping about the losses. We don't deal with y'all some off brand. We can buy the hitters that we want real talk, man. All of my friends, I got boss friends. We ain't really tripping about the losses. We don't deal with y'all some off brand. We can buy the hitters that we want real talk, man. My whole team got a bankroll. We don't buy with y'all some lame old. We don't want it low, we want to smoke on. I ain't everybody violating in the big on that. We don't ball over, we some roll. Yeah, we got it bad, who want more money? Count money, swearing what to do. Me, only a house without a can on me. All of my friends, we some bosses, yeah. We ain't really tripping about the losses, yeah. Ever put it back and we gon' pop it. We gon' run it up and ain't nobody gon' stop it, yeah. All of my friends, I got boss friends, we ain't really tripping about the losses, yeah. We don't deal with y'all.
Grandma doing what she want to do with Plies. She dancing, she shaking her tail feathers. You know how to get the crowd going. So grandma's doing that. It's a little holiday season for her on the sizzle and the spice. You ain't got but one more week till Christmas, lady. One more week, tell you. But she just doing what she can do, trying to get the attention out there and get that going. All right, everyone. Thank you all once again for watching this week's episode of Take. We'll be back in 2 weeks on January 9, 2020. We want to wish you a happy, a safe, Merry Christmas. You know, do your gifts, wrap them up tight, and enjoy spending time with your family. And know that the new year is ahead and horizon. You made it through Christmas. You made it throughout the year, 2019. Reflect over to 2020. You know, become better than you once was, and know that you are a beacon. You have a gift. You just have to find out what that gift is. So, you know how that go. I've been your host, Kendrick Dick, saying so long, and we'll see you in 2020. See you later.